everyone, welcome back to Grasp Hub, where we make coding simple and powerful. In today's video, we are diving into essential SQL commands: select, create, update, delete, and truncate. These commands control how your data changes, and understanding them is a key to mastering a databases. Let's break them down with a clear examples so you never get confused again. Before we create a database and the table and everything, we have to load the data first. Okay, so in the first statement, I'm going to load the SQL extension in a Jupyter notebook. Just see how I'm going to loading it. So load underscore, this refers to the extension, and then so where we have to extend everything, it's in SQL, right? Okay, and the next line, so now I'm going to connect the Jupyter notebook with the MySQL database. Okay, so just see here. So this is my username, this root is my username, and my password, I'm keeping it as MySQL1 dot. Okay, so at, this is the host name. Okay, and at the last we have to insert the database where we are going to create and everything. Okay, so let me just check running this. Yes, so now we have connected it. Okay, so on the next, so our work is going to start. So today we are about to learn how the database is going to be created, and how the table should be created, and how to insert the values in the table, and how to delete something from the table, and how to truncate it, what's the difference between a delete and truncate, and everything. Okay, so first let me just start to create a database. So we should use a magic command always. Okay, this is the magic command of mine. So create, so what we are going to create, it's database. So I'm going to name my database as first project. Okay, so this is my database name. Okay, so next I'm going to use the database for further work. Okay, so for creating a table and everything, right? So for that we have to assign this work. So how everything should be linked with the what in the first project in this database. Okay, so I'm going to use my magic command and use the database. What's its name? So first project. Okay, so hereafter whatever we do, it will be stored in this database. So our next work is to create the table. So I'm going to give the command create table. So what can we name the table here? So we can name the table as a database, like can give student database. Okay, and the next thing, so for while we are creating the table, so we should give all the columns name here, whatever the column we need to be present in this table. Okay, so I want the student's ID. Okay, and then next, okay, and next I want a name column, and next I have to create an age column, and then next I need city, and at next I need a marks of the students. Okay, okay, next we have to give the data types of all the columns. So see, the student's ID will be in the numerical value, right? So it will be in int. Okay, and here the name, so it will be the alphabet. So I can give the varchar. In another video I have explained clearly about the data types, you can check for that. Okay, and the next one, why we are using the varchar for name and why we are using int for the student's ID and everything. Okay, so with the varchar we have to give the length of the words. So the maximum I can assign 100. Okay, so and then next for age I want it to be in int, right? And then next for city, it's in a varchar, it's a verbal word. Okay, for the marks it will be in an int. And next we have to do one more thing. I'm going to assign this primary ID, no? So as a primary key, and if you want to be make clear about the primary key and foreign keys and some other special keys are there. Okay, so if you want to be clear in that, you can refer my another videos. It will be very helpful for your interviews too. Okay, so comma, and the next one, the varchar, we have completed the what we have assigned clearly for the name, and for the age it's clear, and for the city it's clear. Okay, so for the marks it's int, it's assigned as int, right? So that's it. So we can close our bracket and let's see. Yes, so we have created a table. If you want to see what we have created, you can often use this command, like, just a second, SQL. So select, to select, no, this command is for viewing what we have created. Okay, so and then next, this star refers to the whole pack, whatever we created, no, the whole thing. If you want to see that, we can so we can use the star here. And the next, from where we have to see the table, so give the student name, I mean what data, I mean table's name here, it's student db. Okay, if you run this, we can see whatever we created. See here, the student id, name, age, city and marks, whatever we assign in this while creating a table, see, it's clearly created, right? Okay, next our work is to insert the values within this column. So simply by keeping this headings, we cannot work, right? So we have to insert the values for each column. So here we are about to create a table for 4 students. Okay, let's see how to insert the data here. So for that, use our magic command. Okay, so and then next, the function is inserting, right? So insert into, so where we have to insert everything, it's in this table, right? So write the students, I mean write the table name, it's student db, right? Okay, so next, what are the column names where we are going to insert the data, where we are going to feed the data? See, we have to insert the column, all the columns name. Here it's students id, comma, name, comma, age and city and marks. 1 2 3 4 5, yes, 5 columns are there. Yes, so next we have to give the values for each. For that, I'm going to insert the values now. Just see here, so I want the student's ID should be started from 1, so it's 1, comma, the next one name we have to give, right? As a first name, let me just give John. Okay, and next what we have to give, it's age, so we can give 21, and the city I can give him as Riyadh, he's living in the Riyadh. Okay, and the next thing, marks. So for John, can assign it's 92 marks. Okay, so this is a complete data for the first student. Okay, see, first I have given the ID, and the next one John, that's his name. Okay, the first student's name and the age and the place where in which city he's living, and the next one is a marks. Okay, see, when you see the first line, there is something changed for each and everything, right? So for the numerical values, I did not use apostrophe, only for the letters, and only for the words I've used it. Just keep it in your mind. Wherever you insert a name or whatever, it's a name, it's a verbal word, you should use the apostrophe. Okay, so this is the data for the first candidate. Like that, I'm going to feed for 3 more candidates, so totally the table is about to form for 4 students, right? Okay, I have typed it already. Let me just copy and paste here. Okay, so we have pasted here. Let's run this. Yes, so 4 rows have affected, which means the data have inserted clearly. And now let's just view the table, or I mean the values inserted. Yes, see here, see, after inserting all the values, we can create the clear table, right? Okay, so this is how the table have to be created. First we have to create a table with a column name, and then at the next function, so we have to insert the datas. Okay, now we have a clear table here. So next, let's learn about the delete function. Okay, if I want to delete something from this table, for example, we can, let's take an example. Let's delete the last row, the 4th row from this table. Okay, so that delete from where we have to delete this to the table's name, right? So it is student database. Okay, next we have to assign at what place the change needs to be happen, where student's id equal to 4. I need to delete this row, right? The fourth row. Okay, let's run this. Yes, one row is affected. Let me just view whether our changes happen correctly or not. See, after the deletion, see the fourth row, we cannot see the fourth row here, right? Okay, so next let's update the datas in the table. Let's see how to update the datas in the table. So for that, let me use a magic command at first, and update function update. So what we have to update here from the table student's id, right? So the table's name is student database. Okay, set. So what data should be updated here? Okay, so I need to change the city name of the first student. So let me just inform the command clearly. City should be changed to what? For example, I need it to be a Taif. Okay, I don't want that the John city, the city for the John, it's in Riyadh actually. I need to change that to Taif. Let's see. So next, where the update have to be happen. See, the second line is about what to be happen, and the next line is so where the change needs to be happen. Okay, so where the student's id equal to 1. Okay, let me just view the change happen. Okay, see here, see the table for the student id, the John, the city have changed as Thief, right? Okay, so next let's learn about truncate. Okay, let me see let me show the output first, and then you just analyze for the deletion, for the delete function, and the next the truncate. Okay, let's learn. Truncate table student database. Yes, happened something here. Let's run and see what's the output if you use the truncate function. Okay, see here. So once you use the truncate function, all the data have completely deleted, right? So this is the difference between the delete and the truncate function. See, once you can use the delete function only for a particular row or a particular thing have to be deleted. Okay, but the truncate, no, to vanish the whole values, you can go with the truncate function. So this is the main difference between the delete and the delete function and the truncate. Okay, hope you have clearly learned about the create function, insert, select, update, delete, and truncate. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video.